Hey everyone, I'm back. Back from, well, I've been a lot of places when I was studying abroad in school. One of them happens to actually be here. I actually was at the very top of the Eiffel Tower, and, well, now I'm going to be building it. This is a quote-unquote knockoff Lego, but as you can tell by the pieces, they are Lego compatible. The only difference between them is that usually they have like a little hollow stud to make them distinct. Anyways, so I am going to be building the Eiffel Tower. This is BM35212, built by Oxford. It is, and you're probably wondering why I am doing this on the ground. And the reason why is because this is going to be my tallest set that I'm going to be building on here. And I really can't do it on the desk because it might break it. And it's also going to be very wide and it might not fit on the desk. So I have to do it on the ground. Anyways, let's get started with the very first step, which is going to... Again, you can always replace these pieces with Lego pieces. Compared to other Lego knockoff brands, Oxford, you actually can. So, we're going to need 20 by 20 base plates. We're going to need 2 of them in this first step. Just put them together, just like that. And we are also going to need 8 dark green 1x6s. They look like this. And I'm sorry if all these pieces seem a little discolored, because this set has been sitting disassembled on my Lego display shelf that I have. So I decided to, because I had to take it apart in order to move, because, well, it doesn't fit in a box. And it kind of got disassembled during the move, so I disassembled it more, and I'm rebuilding it for you guys. So some of these pieces are a little dusty or discolored. So what you're going to be doing with these pieces is is 17 in. You're going to put them in. It's kind of like, just say it's like centered, kind of like this. And you're going to do that, start at the top here, then skip a row and put on the next one, and so on, so forth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, 7, 8. Me and my miscounting. So it should look like this. Alright, that's step 1. As you can tell, the steps are a little bit longer in this. Oh, well, there was an 8th one. Just didn't come in. So that's how it should look. Now, we are going to take more pieces. So what you're going to need now is 8 of these pieces, only they are lighter green. They look like this. Okay? And you're going to need 4 tan versions of them. As you can tell, they put more emphasis on color in these compared to Lego. So remember how I said skip every row for this? Well, now you're going to put these light green ones in the skipped rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like that. And as for these, oh great. I hate when they do this. Is that terrible? You're gonna go, so one goes right here. Okay, so you go 3 down and 4 across, and that's where the first stud goes down. And then you go down 6. Then you go down 6 and put the next one aligned on the 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would go right here. And do the same on the other side. So go 3 down and put it on the 4th. Just like that. Then go. Okay. Then go 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And put it on the 7th. So that's what it should look like by the end of step 2. Now, we are going to take these pieces, which are a tan 1 by 8. Yeah, tan 1 by 8. And you're also going to need 4 tan 1 by 8. These are the non-flat versions of them. And you're going to make a square with these pieces. So with the previous pieces, you just put the previous tan pieces, these two. You gotta make a square, kind of like this. So there's one. So now you have a square. These, you have to make sure they're 100% like super glued on almost. Because these are the base for the entire Eiffel Tower. They stand on 4 pillars that go diagonally up. We'll get to that later. But for now, just make sure that they are secure. Because you don't want the Eiffel Tower falling. It's beautiful, by the way. Okay, and then once you make the squares, so with the 1 by 8s, these 1 by 8s, the flat ones, are going to outline this little dark green, light green pattern that we have here. You should have 2 on each side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it should look like that. Now, let's take more of those pieces. These are still the same exact flats, by the way. So 1 by 8 flats. And you're going to need 4 of them and 8 1 by 2 tans. So what we're going to do with these is we're going to put one on right here. So at the end of each row, going horizontally, like that. Skip over one stud at the end of each and put the next flat on. So it should look like that. And these, you're going to have one go here. And then one here. And then another one here. And another one here. So it should look like that. Do the exact same thing on the other side, mirrored. So since this is on the right side, this would have to be on the left side. So 1, see where I'm putting them? 2, 3, and 4. So it should look like that. Now, for once we have less than the usual amount of pieces that we usually get for these steps. So we're going to need a 8x8, two 8x8 dark gray in color. They look like this. Ignore the fact that some places are more colored than others. That's because it's been sitting for a long time. And we are going to need a flat 1x6. This piece is going on right here to finish the outline of the dark gray, light gray. These pieces are going on top here, on top of your little square. This will make sure that you have them correctly, because if you did correctly, it should fit on nicely, and you should only have these pieces remaining. And do the same on the other side, and it should be securely down, just like that. Okay, that was step 5. Now I'm going to scoot it up a little because we are going to get more of those 20x20 green base plates. We're going to need 2 more of them. And you're also going to need 2 of the bigger flats, so 1x8, and 2 of the smaller ones, which are the 1x6. So I'm just going to put these pieces aside for now. And these are going to align. So 1 and 2. Just like that. The bigger of the flats, which are the 2 that I have in front of me here, are going to go in the little space that you should have left. So it starts there and ends somewhere in the new base plates. Don't worry, this won't be the only secure that they have, because that will be stupid. So it should look like that. And then the smaller ones are going to be hanging off at the end of this 1x6 flat. So 1 and 2. Just like that. Now we're going to repeat a step twice, so that way it mirrors. And that will be taking 12 2x4s. So the 2x4 light gray flats like this. And 8 1x2s dark gray in color. These will go on the other 1x2s that we put down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to put these pieces on. So these are going to go here and here. And it should be a 3x2 grid for each one. So 1, 2. So it's going to end up looking like this. And now just do this on this grid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should look like that. And yes, you're supposed to have a little row extra. And now, time to repeat the step by taking the same exact pieces. So I'm not going to bother telling you what the pieces are, because literally same exact amount, same exact pieces. And I'm just going to start with the little sidewalk that we're building. Same exact thing on the other side. So again, not going to bother explaining what's going on here. Just go back to the previous step if you guys are confused, because I'm just mirroring it on the other side. I'll explain the 1x2s because they are a little bit, because they are different. But the sidewalk or road or whatever you want to call it should be a sidewalk because there's no road that's going underneath the Eiffel Tower. So yeah, it should end up looking like this. Okay, now these 1x2s are going to be a bit unique. Yeah, so these 1x2s are going in a different spot because you're not going to stack. You're going to instead kind of make a corner piece out of them. Almost. Kinda. So one goes here. Notice how I'm putting it horizontally instead of vertically. No, wait. Other way around. I'm putting it vertically, not horizontally. Then you're going to make a corner piece. So one. So like that. And then put one here. Someone told me they're just doing like little fasteners almost to the 8x8 almost. So you're going to do the same exact thing, mirror on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it should look like that. This old thing. Now we're going to once again take more of these pieces. They are the 1x8 flats. You're going to need 4 of them, tan in color. And 3 2x4 light gray pieces. And 6 corner pieces. I'm going to start by putting these ones on. And in this empty spot that's right next to the 1x2s we just put down, we're going to put the corner pieces. So 1, 2, 3, and do the same on the other side. See how they are? So 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going to put these on, which are going to be outlining the sidewalk that we built. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now these last pieces are going to be going in this little center spot. So 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Alrighty. Last 2 steps before this video goes for a long time. They just have a lot in each step. You're going to need a flat 1x7. So this piece here, tan in color. You're going to need 3 of the same exact pieces, only dark gray in color. And then you're going to need 4 raised 2x2s, dark gray in color. And we're going to stack the 2x2s on top of each other. So you should have 2 stacks. So 1 and 2. And these are going right here. So 1 and 2. Just like that. Notice how I didn't put them directly on the edge, okay? There should be a little space. This piece is going to go on right here in this little empty spot that we have. And it's the wrong size. Of course it's the wrong size. Excuse this loud rustling sound. Okay. Excuse me for 1 second. Alrighty, this is the correct size here. And there you go, that's the sidewall. And now we're going to put these pieces on. So we got one here at this end. Then go over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where it's going, vertically. And then do this piece on the other side with the third one. So that's how it's going to look at step number 10. I'm just going to do one last step. I know, I'm going way over than what I usually do on my Lego videos. And this step requires 12 raised corner pieces, as well as 2 1x2s and 2 flat 1x2s, all of them dark gray in color. Now we are going to stack all the corner pieces just like this, okay? And half of them should be facing to the right, half of them to the left. And the ones that are facing to the right, we are going to put on this one here. And they're going on like this. So 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. And the ones that are going to the left are going to be going on here. So, yeah. 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. And as for the remaining pieces, well, we are going to start over here. We're going to put down a 1x2 right below it. Both the 1x2 flat and the 1x2. Just like this. And we are going to go ahead and go to this side over here. And go 1 row up from the end. So 1 and 2. So that's what it's going to look like at the end of step 11. And that's all we're going to do today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that YouTube algorithm stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we'll continue this very big build. And yes, there will be a Ben 10 episode. I'm going to do that at the end of this, which will probably be after 6 episodes. And that will cover the first half of Season 1, which is the Andromeda 5 Alien plus Alien Storm. See you guys then. So long.